So, dann gehen wir mal vor. Ich habe ein bisschen an den Mikrofoneinstellungen rumgebastelt. Leider hat das Programm nicht die schöne Einstellung wie... Was ist das? Wie OBS. Oh, hier kann man auch zeichnen. Die Musik dazu, ne? Ich weiß nicht, ob man die jetzt hört, aber sehr leise. Man merkt, dass sie da ist und sie ist irgendwie wunderschön. Also es ist natürlich kein Hip-Hop oder trendige Dubstep-Musik. Aber sie untermalt die Stimmung. Etwas bedrückend, etwas traurig. Und nicht zu aufdringlich. Was raschelt denn da? Okay. Hatten wir noch einen Moment, ob sich noch irgendwas... Ne, die Szenen wiederholen sich leider. Aber wir haben eine neue Zeichnung. Jo. Man kann auch wahrscheinlich direkt wieder aufstehen. Also die Zeichnung wird nicht detaillierter, dadurch, dass man länger sitzen bleibt. Okay, wir laufen mal. Wir kennen den Weg ja schon. Ich frage mich, um ehrlich zu sein, was hier überhaupt abgeht. Ich bin ein bisschen... 3 Millionen Fragen schwirren in meinem Kopf und Antworten... Also sicher wissen wir nur, dass er nach Betty sucht. Aber warum sollte der Schal da oben im Haus sein? Um so eine Puppe gelegt? Ich weiß es nicht. Und ich meine, dann hätte die doch im Brief geschrieben, hey, deine Schwester war hier übrigens. Sie hat ihren Schal hier gelassen.
Fretland and Son.
How do you figure?
It's on the sign above the entrance. And on this photograph. Frederick and Simon Fretland.
Ah,
Frederick Fretland and Son.
Johann's brother and nephew.
The Fretlands have their fingers in all the pies, including the only store in town.
Also the post office and telegraph. There may be something that'll lead us to Betty in there.
Or at least to some canned sardines. We need to get you fed, old bean.
okay. Können wir eigentlich von hier irgendwie rein? Da ist eine Leiter. Nö. Das hatten wir ja schon, die Aushang und... Das können wir gar nicht mehr angucken.
They had a memorial service for
hatten
the
wir schon.
accident in the mine. On July 24th, in the village church.
Und jetzt...
Something that happened 20 years ago?
It still affected their lives.
Dazu sagt, also er versucht auch nicht die Tür irgendwie aufzubrechen. Also hier kommt man nicht rein scheinbar.
Betty would have taken plenty of constitutionals here. She loves the outdoors.
How so? She's a city girl.
I'm sure she gets tired of Manhattan.
Manhattan. Das hatten wir ja schon inspiziert. Sitzen. Ah ja, okay. Wir haben vorher hier gezeichnet. Genau, deshalb kann er sich hier hinsetzen. Kommen wir hier über die Leiter aufs Dach?
Are you here, Lissy?
Okay, die ist noch da hinten. Können wir uns hier irgendwas anschauen? Hier ist noch ein Boot.
What's this?
Remnants of the mining operation.
What, mine?
There was a mine here, but it closed down 20 years ago.
I was just checking for a sense of humor. Still nowhere to be found.
Die Wortspiele machen natürlich nur im englischen Sinn, leider.
Where do these tracks lead?
To the mine. Where else would they go?
I don't know. A castle up in the mountains where the frost giants live? And this is how they receive their monthly offering of meat from the villagers. Goat, I hope. What
Okay.
did they use this for?
Bringing the ore down from the mine before it was loaded onto boats.
Da oben scheint die Mine irgendwo zu sein.
Diamonds? Gold? Or just boring old silver?
Iron ore.
Or what?
Rock, which contains
I
iron
know.
deposits that...
Okay.
War wieder so ein englisches Wortspiel. Iron Ore und Iron Oder. Also Ohr.
Till Min Om. It's a memorial. 3 men died when the mine collapsed in
Arne
1902.
Fredland.
Georg Hatlestad, Niels Framberg, Arne Fretland.
See, this is what working a regular job. Did you say Fretland?
Ja,
Another family member.
okay. Unfall? Unfall. Arne Fredland.
He was just 19.
How long had he been working in the mine? That's too young for a dirty job like digging into rock.
We're in the real world, Lissy.
Yeah.
Most teeners don't have the luxury to idle away their days with games and witty repartee.
Ouch.
Ich glaube, damals haben sie schon mit 16
The
angefangen, da zu
accident must
arbeiten.
have forced the mine to close down.
What does any of this have to do with us?
I still don't know why Elizabeth came here,
And you think it has something to do with this mine?
or with what it did to the village. Maybe.
Okay. Wollen wir dann hier lang gehen? Gucken, ob wir da irgendwo hinkommen. Das würde hier lang gehen, aber hier kommen wir nicht lang, ne?
No trespassing for traitors.
Cool. Want to jump the gate and explore what's on the other side?
Gefahr.
It's not safe.
Oh, horse feathers! You may be the most boring man in this country. Where's your sense of adventure, old sport? Don't you want to see where these tracks go?
I've had enough adventure on this side of the fence. Besides, they wrote no trespassing for a reason.
Frederick
Such a
Fredland.
terrible bore, Teddy Bear.
Okay,
I'll
ein,
wager 1,000 clams you'll jump this gate at some point, if you believe Betty's on the other side.
Frederick Fretland. Who are these traitors he refers to?
das ist
What now? We've looked everywhere.
There really doesn't seem to be anyone around.
das
Maybe
stimmt.
we missed something. An important clue. How about the general store? We haven't been inside yet.
It looked deserted, but worth another look, I guess.
Okay. Also scheinbar haben wir beim Laden irgendwas übersehen oder ist es jetzt erst möglich, da vielleicht reinzukommen? Laufen wir mal hin. Was? Oh. Oh. Vielleicht beruhigt er so seine Nerven. Ich weiß es nicht. Können wir, während wir zeichnen, nach Lizzie rufen? Nee, geht nicht. Aber dieses Haus da, ne, das steht nur auf Stelzen. Guck mal. Da steht auf diesen Steindingern da. Extrem sicher. Ja, hat er auch so gemalt. Okay. Ist das der General Store? Nee. Wie kommen wir denn da nochmal hin? Hier geht's zur Kirche. Kirche. Da. Jo. Seht ihr das? Was ist mit dem Vogel falsch? Ah, hallo? Okay. Als ob er uns was zeigen will. Schauen.
Is that? Lizzie, come here.
Da liegt auch ein Brief.
It's Betty's hat. She was
Der
here.
Hut.
She could still be in there. Betty? Betty!
Are you sure, Edward? I mean, it's just a hat. Is it even a hat?
Ja.
I
not
know
sure
my
I-
sister's hat, Lizzie. I have to get inside.
What about the breaking and entering part?
I could care less what they call it.
Aber sie scheint recht zu haben. Sobald er denkt, dass seine Schwester da irgendwas damit zu tun hat, ist ihm alles egal. Er wollte ja erstmal nicht hier rein. Los mal auf. Aha. Öffnen. Okay. Das ging vorher auch nicht. Hilft jetzt auch nicht weiter. Ah, okay.
Here's an open window.
You seem eager to break the law. I approve.
Ziehen.
It won't budge.
Hallo, du kriegst doch ein
Don't be a
offenes
milk.
Fenster
Well,
auf.
it's stuck.
Attaboy, Teddy. You can do this.
Stärker ziehen. Zieh. Oh.
I can't believe I'm actually breaking. Whoops, Daisy.
Autsch.
Oh my, Teddy. You're such a sap.
Hilfe uns hoch. Toll. Aber wieder haben wir das gemacht, nicht sie.
Edward Charles Hardy. Dilettante. World traveler. Cat burglar.
A cat burglar would, by definition, enter a building on a higher
Jeez.
floor.
The state of this place.
Oh, Betty,
Edward,
I hope you weren't here when.
is this blood?
Not necessarily human blood.
Bahnemörder.
That's all right then. What does it say? Barn murder? Someone murdered a barn?
Verrätere. Das heißt ja Verräter. Johann Fredland unterstrichen. Anna Fredland. Und noch ein paar andere Namen drunter. Kasse, los, leeren wie sie. National, aber schick. Schicke Kasse. Hier kann man nicht hin. Okay, hier hat jemand aber Sachen kaputt gemacht. Bingo. Bahn.
Barn means child.
Oh.
And mortar, that's.
Child murder.
Oh,
Edward, they murdered a child?
Someone thought so.
Probably the same someone who vandalized the store.
okay.
I'm not sure how I feel about being in here.
Don't be ridiculous. We're all alone. What else do you suggest we do?
I am not alone heißt es doch in dem Spiel.
It's been cut. Why?
To remove someone from the picture.
That's just rude.
Einer
That's
der
from the opening
Brüder.
of the mine in 1897. That's Frederick, Johann's brother. I don't know who the other person is. Perhaps another Fretland sibling? Frederick clearly did not want anything to do with his twin brother.
Das ist aber schon komisch, ne? Dass Zwillinge heiraten hat schon komisch. Also, es war natürlich lustig. Okay, jetzt können wir das ja anschauen.
Why would Frederick keep a list of what he calls traitors?
What did they do to him?
Cross him in some way? Why else keep a list of undesirables?
Er wollte Shitload sagen oder so. Shitlist. Okay. Bahnemörder. Können wir uns noch irgendwas angucken? Was ist das? Entriegeln. Aha. Jetzt können wir auch durch die normale Tür, aber wir wollen ja gar nicht raus, wir wollen hier rein. Was? Alles rein.
Damnation. The hat's in here.
Calm down, old boy. Anyway, how's the hat going to help us?
Who knows what else is in here? There could be more clues.
All right. Okay. Everything's Jake. We made it into the store. I'm sure we'll find a way through that door.
Okay. Schön, dass du dir da so sicher bist. Du machst ja nie was. Hier noch eine Tür. Okay. Das ist erstmal hier. Ah, das ist eine Ruth-Zeichnung von Fra Ruth. Till Simon. Ja, die haben sich scheinbar gut verstanden. Die lächeln beide auf dem Foto, auf dem Bild. Noch irgendwas? Telegraph.
Out of order.
Why hasn't it been fixed?
Gute
Perhaps there wasn't much demand for it anymore.
Okay.
Out of order.
Okay.
Why hasn't it been fixed?
Perhaps there wasn't much demand for it anymore.
Du bist hier im Weg. Ich bin mit die. Telegraph, Ock, Telefon, aber wir können
S. O.
S.
S.
Was ist das? Nicht verschickte
These
Post.
were never sent.
How long have they been piling up?
I received Mrs. Fretland's letter in June.
A couple of months. Perhaps the world forgot about Grovik.
Nicht verschickte Briefe. Was steht da? Fahrjäger.
What are you doing?
Looking for keys.
Your life of crime continues.
Schlüssel.
Keys are all gone.
Some thieving thieves beat you to it. Rascals.
Gott.
There's a note.
Is it written in Viking runes? What does it say?
It's from Simon.
Jek puttet.
Yai put it means I put.
I put, okay, ich
Knuckle
habe hingelegt.
is key.
Schlüssel. Kassa. Kasse.
Casa. I don't know what that word means.
You
Kasse.
put the key in the casa?
Casa. I wish I had my dictionary. The note's addressed to his father.
So the key was moved. But where to?
Somewhere safer. Or more convenient.
Can we really trust your translations? You only started studying a month ago.
I spent the summer reading, and I had a lot of free time on the ocean voyage.
Okay.
Come on, how much could you possibly pick up in a few months?
You know my mind, it's a sponge.
Okay. Also, dass er nicht drauf kommt, ne, die sind ja Amerikaner. Und Kassa, also Kasse, für uns Deutsche ist das naheliegend, aber für Amerikaner, die nennen das ja Register. Und die kommen dann vielleicht nicht da drauf. Aha. In die Kasse. Kassa.
Casa.
So that's what it means. Cash register.
Yeah, lass uns die Kohle klauen.
You're a genuine gangster now, old fruit. Don't worry.
Das ist
If
echt
you
Geld.
get busted, I'll come visit you in the
Was ist
big
das für eine
house.
Währung? Geld. Oder ist das Geld?
The Vandals weren't here for the money.
I think money was the last thing on their minds.
Wir können das Geld nicht mitnehmen.
Wasn't there supposed to be a key?
Here it is.
Da. Und Briefmarken. Okay. Natürlich macht er die Kasse wieder zu. Und dann können wir ja theoretisch hier rein, wenn das der Schlüssel für diese Tür ist. Ist es. Sehr schön. Hallo, ist da jemand? Da ist der Hut. Aufheben.
It is her hat.
Teddy, I'm not
Betty
sure
was
that's...
here. And not long ago.
Okay, but if that is her hat, what's it doing in a locked storeroom?
Another breadcrumb.
That's not an answer.
I
Does-
know for sure she was here. That's what matters.
You know best, Edward.
The-
So, what now? If this is a breadcrumb, where's the next one?
There must be a reason her hat's in this room.
Okay. Was ich sagen wollte, ist, wenn das so weitergeht, treffen wir die Schwester irgendwann nackt. Warum sollte der Hut hier drin sein, der Schal da drin? Warum zieht sie sich nach und nach aus?
What's that?
A handwritten note.
I'm not blind. What does it say, you silly goose?
It's hard to read.
Können wir
I'm not sure
ran?
my translation will be...
Johann.
Johann, you...
Oh, okay, er macht das schon.
Nectar. Refuse. You refuse to speak to me, so I write this letter instead. It's from Frederick Fretland to his brother.
Okay.
Simon did not... Bloody hell. Simon did not murder your Ruth.
Oh,
He
okay.
was fond of his cousin.
Ruth. Ruth is the daughter of Anna and Johann, which means
Ruth ist tot.
the little girl in the photograph at the farmhouse. Oh, Edward. The Fretland girl was murdered. This is simply
1923,
awful.
17.
Simon
September.
was working at the farm while I tended to the store. I would have seen him had he passed on the way up to the cliffs.
They thought Simon killed Ruth. His own cousin.
Ruth was... What's that word? Playing. Ruth was always playing on the rocks below the church. She must have fallen by accident.
Oh
The
Gott.
note ends there. Frederick never finished it. And Johann never read it. Not that it would have made a difference. If Johann
The
thought...
mob showed up for Simon. His father would have tried to protect him.
September 17th. You would have been here, Betty.
Rocks below the church. Isn't the church right above us? Edward, come look at this. That's the cliff. Right there.
Okay.
The one in the note? I bet you 1,000,000 clams.
Okay.
Where?
See for yourself.
I guess that could be where...
Let's check it out.
No, Lissy, wait.
Okay. Er hat hier auch eine Menge Sachen durchgestrichen, als ob er sehr unsicher geschrieben hat. Also sie dachten jetzt alle, dass Simon die Ruth umgebracht hat. Was? Okay. Ja, ich
What are
komme
you
schon.
doing? This doesn't concern us.
Wie ist sie denn da hochgekommen?
Staying in her home, for God's sake. Are you completely without heart? Get yourself up here, Edward Harden, right this minute.
Ja, und wie?
Come on, it's an easy climb.
This looks
Oh,
very
he-
dangerous.
Oh, you're a big boy. Start acting like it. It's not Mount Everest.
I don't know about this.
Seht ihr, es geht wieder nicht um Betty, deshalb ist er wieder unsicher. Wenn es jetzt Betty gewesen wäre, garantiert wäre er als Erster hier drauf. Es geht halt um das
What's a daisy?
Kind jetzt. Okay.
What is this?
Where little Ruth died.
You're being morbid. And this is a distraction. I'm here for Betty, not because some girl
Edward.
got herself...
You insensitive brute. You're like the Tin Woodman, no heart. You know, you've grown cold and mean in that horrid study of yours. With only books and bugs to keep you company for years and years and years. There are other people in this world, you know. It's not all about you. You're going to do this. If not for Ruth, then for us. We're going to figure out what happened to the poor girl. Together.
Okay. Eine Sache, sie heißt ja Lizzie, also er nennt sie Lizzie, aber sie heißt Alice. Und ich meinte ja schon so wie Alice im Wunderland und gerade redet sie über diesen Blechmann, der kein Herz hat. Und Zufall? Ich weiß es nicht.
That's been here a while.
Didn't you say it happened over a month ago?
Da
I
liegt
think her
irgendwas
family would have
hinter dem
replaced it
Stein.
with fresh flowers.
Is that blood?
The girl could have hit her head on that rock. There would have been plenty of blood.
That's awful. I think there's something behind it. Can you move the rock aside?
Und wieder machen wir das alles, ne? Sie macht gar nichts. Ich habe echt das Gefühl, dass sie ein Geist ist oder so. Aber Hauptsache, wir sind nicht allein.
It must be Ruth's.
Where's the head?
Maybe the killer also decapitates dolls.
Hold on. This pin. This is old. Very old. It looks like something from the Viking era.
Das ist das
We are in the land of
Draugenzeichen.
Vikings.
This could be 1,000 years old. It does not belong on a child's doll.
Who cares? Ruth is dead and you're obsessing about a rusty old pin? Let's go further up. Maybe we'll find more clues.
Okay.
Come on, old sport. It's not far.
Can you wait just 1 minute so that I can catch my breath?
Scheinbar nicht.
Did you follow the same path, Betty? Or am I just stumbling through darkness?
Schön. Er ist wieder außer Atem. Aber es ist einfach wunderschön, diese Panoramen, die sich hier bieten. Ich will sie mir auch immer wieder angucken, weil sie aber schön sind.
You can see clear beyond the edge of the world.
One
Oh,
second.
Teddy Bear. We need to take you out walking more often.
Okay.
So, the girl fell from up here.
Was pushed, you mean?
Das wissen wir
Can you
noch
see
nicht.
where she fell? Seeing as you're so concerned about me falling out of trees, I wouldn't want to risk falling off a cliff.
Okay. Distanz, Felsnase.
Certainly high enough to kill a child.
If I had to go, this would be the way to do it.
Okay, mit Distanz meinen sie
Soaring through the
Tiefe
air like a bird.
And landing like a rock.
und Felsnase.
If she fell head first on that rock, she
Ouch.
died instantly.
Edward, honestly.
You wanted to learn more. This is you learning more. She hit her head and fell into the bush where I found her doll. Happy now, Alice?
I'm not. What was she doing up here in the first place?
Playing? She was a child. Children play in dangerous places.
There must be more to it. Let's find out where this path leads.
No, absolutely not. I don't have time for
Sie
this
ist schon
nonsense.
weg, ne?
We're running
Ja,
out
da,
of
da
daylight.
hinten.
Betty's still... You're still out there.
Sind wir noch auf der Suche nach Betty. Komm, wir beeilen uns mal ein bisschen.
Lissy, slow down. I can't keep up with you. Who knows what's up there? It's not worth the risk of falling and breaking something. Lissy? Are you there?
Da ist sie. Hallo. What the fuck?
Teddy,
My word.
Alter.
Look away, Lissy.
is this what happened to the villagers? They killed themselves?
It's one body. Let's not jump to conclusions.
What about those fresh graves at the church? There were at least half a dozen of them. Did everyone just die?
They're not necessarily
Oh,
connected.
come on. Ugh, this is just ghastly.
Woher will er denn
What
wissen,
made him do this?
dass er sich umgebracht hat? Selbst
How long
umgebracht.
has he
Vielleicht
been-
war das wer anders.
From the state of the body, perhaps a couple of weeks. It depends on temperature and humidity, of course.
What does that say?
God forgive me.
Don't suicides go to hell? Isn't that what your father said when
Stop.
your mother drowned
Don't.
herself?
Seine Mutter hat sich ertränkt.
Sorry.
Gut.
Do you think this has something to do with Ruth? Maybe she came across the hanged man before she died, and it scared her.
Glaub nicht.
So she ran, and
This happened later.
there's some consolation in that, I guess. Maybe it's the killer. The guilt ate him up, and he offed himself.
That's just speculation with no basis in fact.
Was?
Who was he? One of the Fretlanders?
Gott
It's not
tilge
Johann.
mich.
Or Frederick.
Was?
He's too old to be
Gott
Simon.
tilge mich? Reinige
There's
mich?
nothing more to do here. I'm going back. Let the poor soul rest in peace.
Does it look like he's resting in peace? You're just going to leave him hanging? You're an insensitive brute.
I'm here for Betty. This is... It's tragic, but really none of my
Oh,
concern.
Betty, Betty, Betty. Always just Betty.
Oh, oh. sie
You don't
wird
care
sauer.
about anyone else. What if that was me up there? Would you care then? All you do is obsess over a scarf and a hat and ugh.
It's all I have of Betty.
Betty, there she is again. Edward, the hanged man, he's someone. No matter what he did or didn't do, he deserves respect. Would you please just do this one decent deed? If not for me, then for yourself. Or for your Betty.
Für deine Betty. Also er ist immer sehr fokussiert, alles was mit Betty zu tun hat, und sie versucht ihn gerade ein bisschen zu sagen, es gibt auch noch andere Dinge in der
What are you doing? You can't just pull him down by his legs. Try loosening the noose.
I can't reach that far.
Hier ist doch ein Stuhl. Ja. Okay. So. Boah, das muss stinken. Oh oh.
I'm going to be sick.
Ich auch.
I can't do this.
Yes, you can. Teddy. Edward. I know you can. You've been through much worse.
Okay. Boah, zum Glück zeigen sie es nicht. Sehr gut.